Hello, welcome to a new day. So for today I didn't have really an idea about what I want to build, and I thought about my assets. What do I have on hand that I can use in an automation? And I recently ran a LinkedIn advertising campaign, and I thought, okay, what can I do with that? Pulling data from the LinkedIn campaign builder is it's a bit tricky. So I didn't want to start investing a lot of hours into this. So I decided to build some form of a campaign enrichment tool. So basically what I did was export my campaign data from LinkedIn, upload it to a shared folder. I used Dropbox because you can also use Google Drive, but for Google Drive you had to make some extra authorizations that I didn't want to do purely because I wanted to do this quickly. But Dropbox works just as fine and is widely adopted across companies all over the world. Okay, so I uploaded my file into my Dropbox and I added a module for watch files. So this one triggers every time a new file is added to the list. So for example, you ran a campaign, you exported the data and you added it to the shared folder, and that's it from a manager perspective, or that's all you have to do, just move it to that folder. After this one, we of course have to download the file because in here we just get its path. We don't actually get the data inside the file. So this one is gonna capture the data, but as you can see, it doesn't make sense. That's why we have this module, and it still kind of doesn't make sense, but that's because this module captures all the columns in the CSV sheet, but if you scroll a bit down, you can see that it starts to make a bit more sense, and we can even get the numbers of it, but it still isn't good enough for the next step. So I added a filter to only include campaign rows, to filter out the empty ones. And I also added the text aggregator tool because we want to post this data to Google Gemini, and of course it's gonna return an error if we don't feed it what it expects. So I extracted some campaign headers and the main numbers like clicks, impressions, click-through rate, etc. And this is what we are Google Gemini. So this is my prompt. I of course adapted it to what I had on hand for a LinkedIn campaign. But if you want to make this more general, you can adapt it to whatever campaigns you run, or you can also change it. If you want to have a string of campaigns on one platform, like email campaigns, or you advertise, I don't know, on Instagram or another platform, you can adapt the prompt. And we feed it the data from the text aggregator. Gemini does its magic. And at the end, what I thought interesting to do is not only get the data, because that would be pretty pointless, right? We can see it in the first step. Of course we can Gemini will suggest us 3 optimizations to improve performance and and of course it does this. We get this. We have the data here. Oh, and actually I just now realized I forgot to export it, but ideally at the end you're gonna have this exported into a CRM or another file, I don't know, on a Google Drive or also into Dropbox. I forgot. I now realized I forgot to add it. But what I thought to do interesting is create a record in Clay. So we do this by a webhook, this one, and we send it the data from the text aggregator tool, because I thought it would be interesting to save it in a data enrichment tool as well. So you get it into Clay automatically. You don't have to like manually do anything other than create the like the workbook and get the webhook URL. And okay, we're just continuously gonna get data into this workbook in Clay, and of course it's gonna add up at some point. And yeah, from here you can do whatever you want with it. You can enrich it. You can use AI again to like optimize these numbers and see where are you losing. So for example, I had 100 euros. The click-through rate is very low and the cost per click is huge. I mean, for 100 euros, for me. Of course, for companies, the numbers are gonna be bigger. So yeah, this is the flow. It's pretty simple, I'd say. It saves you time in the way that you can just export the data from your from the tool you used, upload it to Dropbox or another shared folder, and have this flow. I mean, this module, the first module, will automatically activate when you add a new file in the folder, and it will run this flow, and in this way you'll have your campaign data analyzed every time, and you will receive it, I don't know, you can have it on your Slack, on your email, in another shared folder, in your SharePoint, whatever. So you just have to check that, and if you want to be like, I don't know, you want to make your life a bit harder, you can also enrich this data in Clay and yeah, make it more interesting. Oh, that was it for today. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Don't forget, you can hire me if you want. See you.